Week 2 is in the books. The Cincinnati Bengals. Ooh, man, what's going on? The Bills looking good. Run it on. Keep going. Tua, what a week. Oh my gosh. Jets, crazy comeback. That Lions game, oh, pretty good too, man. But we're going to talk about that and let's get the party started. Oh, yes. It is Wednesday, week 2 review of the NFL. Man, what a good week we had. Crazy week. A lot of things you're predicting to happen uh from the beginning of the season with these games we picked and made a circle so nonchalantly at the beginning of the season. Now it's like, ooh, did I circle this game in the right color? But we'll get to that. But we're going to talk about this week first. And let me bring in my co host, my best friend in the way too hot area of Central Texas,
What's
where
up, Brit?
you're you're close enough to the bay apparently to get all the humidity, but not close enough to get all the rain.
Is that our new intro?
That is the FTSN basic
Like,
intro, man.
or
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Yep. Yep. Yes, sir. I like it, man. FSN, we're covering all sports, man.
No, I feel that. I like it. I mean,
Um,
it
heck
is what it
yeah.
is, man. It is what
Right.
it is.
It
I
is.
saw that there wasn't a lot of football action, but I get it. FTD
Oh,
is focusing on a wide variety of sports, and I
yeah.
feel like that
That's
encompasses that.
that's
I
right
do dig.
because it's
Um,
um
but I'm not
this is
talking
week
trash.
1.
I do
Oh,
FTD
exactly.
as always.
This is week 1. Uh
This is week
the
2, brother.
yeah, week 2. I got flustered there for a second because I did this graphic wrong. This should
No,
be a
you're good,
scrolling
brother.
ticker,
Good.
not a solid thing. I was wondering why I ran out of space when I was typing in all the scores, and now I know. But man, week 2. How do you enjoy this week, man? Or
I
did
enjoyed it because it
you?
was
That's the
football, but man, I felt like we didn't know what we were talking about after I watched week 2, man. Uh, there was definitely, I mean, more than a handful of games that I did not expect to go the way they did.
Oh,
I don't know if that's just as a fluke or it's the NFL, the teams to come. I feel like is it the beginning of things? Was it the mud rain? The end of things to come? Begin at the end.
yes,
I don't
yes.
know. I don't know.
No,
The
and
truth
like
is just
you're
like
right,
it's
and
weird. It was a weird week. It was a cool week. It was an interesting. Like you look at the games and you're like, wow, but
oh yeah,
it was not the week I liked it by any means. But that's what we like about football. Any given Sunday, that's just how it plays
right.
out.
Well, yeah, but this week went beyond the the
It's not
normal
a movie.
sayings.
This is
But
like
we
reality. You
say
couldn't even write this in a movie.
because we
How this week
say
rolled
yeah
out.
we say any given Sunday. We say the NFL is a league of parody anyway.
It was
But
weird.
this week was
It was
still
weird to say the least. Definitely,
oh
100%.
because we're like, no, I know all that. We
Yeah,
know this is a league of parody. Any given Sunday, anybody could win. But you watch this week and you're still like,
it was strange. It was
yeah,
strange. You know what I'm saying?
right. So let's get right into it, my friend. Um, uh, Buffalo, like,
Yeah, it was
oh,
this
dude,
Monday night because I feel like both those
we
games were a
look
blowout.
good, man.
I
We
mean,
we looked really good, and
you looked fire,
but
bro.
like
You look like a
I
team that
want right, but when I like think most, and this is why okay, Brit is going to be biased AF,
I
one
mean, I
hundred
guess this is
percent.
the year that
He
you can
is,
be biased AF
but
on
But
on.
my biggest question coming out of this, and which is how oh, okay, Britt is a good host because he has a good generalization around the NFL and he won't be strictly biased. My biggest question coming out of this, because it will be so in week one also, what the hell, Tennessee?
Yeah,
Like,
well, we
we
talked
have you,
mainly about
like,
this in the off
I'm
season too.
I'm trying to
I,
I
I
have
think a
you
lot
pick
of
to
teams
win the
realized
division, bro.
what Tennessee
And
was.
the only thing saving Tennessee right now is that Indy somehow looks even worse than they do.
Okay, I don't want to talk about that yet. Let's you got to ease my wounds on that. I feel like Tennessee. I feel like we've talked about this in the offseason.
like
It's a
they're
running
they're
back. If you can
they
agree,
look like
I
they're
think you
only going
agree
to
with
make the
me. It's
playoffs
a
just
running
because of
back
the
every
division they're
team.
in.
Um, but all counts after they got rid of AJ Brown. I think that really this team's struggling. I think teams know this, and I'm not taking anything Bills. I think the Bills are going to be fire this year. They look
Oh yeah.
stacked. They look ready to play. That none of their positions look weak. I really do think they're going to be gung ho this year. But it really
And
shows.
dude, I don't even want to talk about the. I mean, I do want to talk
I
about the
know, I
Bills,
know,
but
but it
this ain't
looks
a
like
Bills
Tennessee is.
podcast.
I hate
But
saying trash, but like,
yeah, I know, but yeah,
but Derrick
because
Henry, he's not the god of running backs anymore.
right,
You know
they
what I'm
got the
saying?
Raiders next
Or, I
week.
mean, he could be, but the scheme that Tennessee is playing, they've played that for 2 years and they've gotten away with it. And
Yeah,
now these people, now the other team, the whole, the other franchises are getting in and go, hey, we see how their team is running. So we
right.
stop the
And
running back. We stop Tennessee. Tennessee the other
right.
receiver.
And,
Gave it
and
to
now,
Philly, which by the
yeah,
way, Philly beasted it up.
we'll
Um,
get there. We'll get there. But now this
but
Raider game
man,
coming up in week 3, this Raider game looks really good for the opposite reason that we thought, because the Raiders don't look that good either. So this, and then this game at Indy for Tennessee coming up in week 4. This looks like that's going to be a snooze garbage game
if I can
too.
ask you, what do you think Tennessee did wrong this week?
Okay.
Because honestly, I saw a complete destruction of the team.
Look,
And I'm
look,
not,
man.
look, dude, I'm a huge James Robinson fan. I think he but there's no reason Indy should have gotten rolled like that.
We'll get to that game.
And
We'll
just
just
as a side
we'll
note,
wrap up.
hell yeah, Tony
We'll
picked up
wrap up.
James
Okay.
Robinson in our fantasy league. Brother, you know what you're doing, man. I have him in my other
Okay.
league. That dude is a solid running back, and I'm so glad that he's beasting it up this year because I knew he could do it, dude.
All right.
So I'm so glad that he's actually putting in work this year.
Here's
It
our
makes me. It
buddy
makes like
Moss.
I love football, but I love when these players are out because, dang man, I know it doesn't even affect my life, but like at all. But it's good knowing that he's gonna do like that dude's gonna be good, and he does do
Oh,
good. Puts in that
dude,
work.
I know. Here's Moss coming in. He's a Dolphins fan. I don't hold any fandom that he has against him because he's a
Oh
Kane.
no, man! The Dolphins
So,
are doing G this year. I know, man. Uh,
uh,
honestly,
this game is going to be really, really good.
I just
I'm
want
looking
the
forward to
fans
it.
to to get where they're going, man. That's all I can say. Is I really do. I think they got the defense didn't look too hot and heavy the last two games, but man, Tua and Hill, I think, are finally matching up, and I think that's great to see because they tossed Hill because of soft tissue injuries, and I think they're going to be regretting it.
Maybe
because
I like this shout out from Moss. Like, I mean, even looking at prediction, I mean, it would be crazy, but like, wow. I mean, could the Jags take this division? The way it's looking, right?
It's hard saying that.
Impossible, man. But like,
dude, Robinson is running at a level that I'm telling you.
But you need more.
He got scared. He got scared because
you need more than a running back. Apparently, you need more than a running back.
Robinson is an elite running back. I'm going to say that right now here on this show.
Yeah, but he ain't the top two.
Always been an elite running back. I said that
at the top two running back.
Year. I
know
care.
You did, but it's not top two.
Yes, I did.
The top two. No, I said you did say yes last year, but you did say it, but he's not top two.
He is top tier.
But he's not top two. These two running backs
I don't care what your
top
two is. No, top two is a wishy-washy.
No, what I'm saying is you need more than just a great running back. And the Jags ain't got none more to offer than a good running back.
They beat Indy. Well, Indy thought everyone thought Indy was going to be like a top 5 team.
Yeah, and we're wrong.
You're right.
We're wrong about Indy. We're not wrong about
more about Indy than the Jags.
We're not.
But I am glad to see because I always thought the Jags had the Jags have a stingy defense. They deserve a full tap down like below your eye and then a pull up off of that the last game, man.
But then you're over exaggerating and you're being sarcastic.
No, man, I don't think so. I don't think so. I think the Jags. The Jags need. And I'm not hating on Lawrence because I think that Lawrence. I don't have much faith in him, but
Lawrence, dude.
But I think the Jags, if they can get a solid line put together, they already have a decent defense. I think they can make a run for their money. I think Robinson has the potential to push that team towards greatness. I really do. I like Robinson. I'm just gonna say it. That dude's gonna get a gold jacket.
Good coaches
eventually.
Who?
You heard me, Robinson.
Oh, Robin. Oh, dude, there's a long ways to go in.
It's okay.
Running back.
Here first on FTV. Robinson, gold jacket. That's what's going to be.
LA Chargers, Kansas City Chiefs. This game, oh my goodness, this game was freaking incredible.
This game hurt my heart.
It was a late Charger touchdown, which you could say made the game look closer than it was.
This game hurt my heart. It really did.
But
I thought this was going to be.
I didn't think the Chargers looked bad.
They didn't
in this game at all.
But
I don't think
injury is really what's affecting me.
This is really a big
That's what's
bummer.
Gonna hurt me, man.
Because what is this injury? We don't. Nobody knows because they didn't take him out. They left him in. They put him back in, and blah blah blah. So now it's going to be nothing's wrong with him.
But they're saying it's a rib injury, and personally, I've had a broken rib. I know how that feels. I don't even play football. Walking around as a normal person with a broken rib, it hurts. I mean, you're talking for like the first week and a half, 2 weeks, breathing hurts. And I get it. They wrap him up and all that stuff, but it's just, and that dude's tough. I'm not saying that he's not. It's just, he was coming into his own. I thought he was going to come into his own this year. And that rib injury really does scare me. And that's the honest truth. And I'm a huge Chargers fan. I really am. I'm not a Chargers fan, but I really respect the Chargers organization.
No,
I like Herbert.
That was such a big play that Moss is referencing right here. I don't know. Because here's the thing. That drive was incredible.
Yeah.
Did I mean the Chargers are driving down the field, man, and nobody is going to jump up and say, "No, we got to find somebody other than Herbert. We can't
No,
we can't afford this stuff."
he knows what he's
Because a
doing.
lot of the big plays, which is the same thing with Mahomes, which it's the same thing with Josh Allen too. Like these are risk taking quarterbacks, man. It is
Yeah.
not going to work every
It's
time.
different though. I think those both
It's
teams. I
different
think
from
those three
where no,
teams
it's
you
different from
mentioned,
where on the field it happens.
because really
Herbert's
Herbert has
driving
a
down the
very low
field.
win percentage, unfortunately,
Yeah, no,
as
but
far as the other
no,
two.
I'm just talking about
As big as
the
a Herbert fan I am, Mahomes and Allen have a higher win percentage. So
no,
taking those risks,
no. I'm just taking. All I'm saying is all these quarterbacks they're the same in that attribute. We're
risk
not.
taking and accomplishing those risks, I think are two different
But
attributes.
here's the thing, and it could have been devastating for the Chargers, and they could have got blown out. You're talking Herbert marches them all the way down the field, driving, feeling touchdown, feeling good about a touchdown. A
Yeah,
touchdown is almost guaranteed on this drive, and he throws a pick six
I
at
think the
the
only people that did
one.
it worse
Right? Was
were
it a pick
Denver.
six or
With
was it just a
Denver,
pick? He threw a pick
uh,
six at the
I
one.
honestly I didn't watch the completion of that game. I couldn't tell you off my head. Uh,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
will
it
tell
was a
you
pick
what.
six.
I
It
will
was a
tell
pick
you
six,
what.
but
Denver
it
did it
mattered
worse.
nothing. The Chargers were fine. They kept that game together, and I think that says a lot about the Chargers. I fancy the Chargers going to that game in SoFi. I know SoFi is no home for the Chargers. They pay rent. There'll be more Rams in that stadium, more Ram fans in that stadium than Charger fans.
I mean,
And
honestly,
it's a Charger
I
game,
thought
and the
Chargers
Rams
were
aren't
going to go the
even.
distance this year, but
But that was impressive.
I don't know that now, man.
No, I wait.
Personally, I think
That game knocked
they're
down the
going to do
Chargers
well,
for
but I
you.
don't think they're going to do nearly as well as I thought they were going to
No,
be. And
so
I'm going
you
to say
have a
that right now.
different. Your
No,
outcome
no.
from the Chargers is
I think
different
the
from mine
Chiefs are
based on
bad
that
A,
game.
and I think that they stuck it out with the Chiefs very well
But
comparatively to
now
other.
you're like the Chargers.
I
You're
just
more
feel like
bummed on the Chargers now.
no, I'm not bummed on them.
You seem like you're bummed on them.
I'm not as hyped as I was, and unfortunately, I do think the Chargers are going to be a very good team. Look at
Well,
man, I'm never going to say anything bad about the
and this,
Chargers,
I'll say the Chargers defense is good too.
but I will say that they're not winning the Super Bowl this year,
I had Chargers winning this crazy division.
and that's just the way
I
it
mean, I
is.
had Kansas City, but I had the Chargers right there with them.
And that's
Um,
unfortunate. I just feel like maybe it's another year.
what'd
Uh,
you think of this Miami Baltimore game?
Go Miami, man! Shoot,
Dude, oh my goodness!
you know.
Look, Tua. Okay,
I think
some
that
people are going to look at the interceptions and want
first
to
off, I
kind of
don't believe in the
downplay it.
Ravens, so I'm going to say that, like I've always said.
I'm
But I
not
don't
following you
think
on that
that.
one,
I think the Dolphins. I think the Finns ran away with it, man.
dude. Like
I looked at some of
that
those
was,
throws, and I don't want to say
dude.
that Tua can't throw as far as Mahomes, but Hill was right there ready to catch those balls. So maybe the scheme is different, but they were right there. And then Waddle, man, beasting it up too. So both receivers were ready
Waddle
to catch
is
those balls right
Waddle
where they
is
needed to be
freaking
catched.
incredible, dude.
So you can't say that he can't throw as far as XYZ other
Yeah,
quarterback. The team is anticipating how he can throw and execute how they should
Dude,
based on
he
how he
looked
throws. So,
and
truthfully, I think that
Tua watching that game, if you take away the commentary, right?
yeah,
Just sit there, man, dude. I'm not doing no plug for anything, but find you a website. If you have to pay for extra service, do it. But you can sit there and you can watch the game film. Watch the game film. All the commentary taken out of it.
yeah,
All the hoopla taken out of it. Every play is its own clip. You sit there and
it looked
watch it,
good.
dude. To you and I'm going to reference what you just said. Tua didn't look no different than Lamar. You can't tell me that Lamar is this much of a better quarterback than
I don't
Tua.
think Lamar's a great quarterback. I
No,
mean,
no, I'm not saying
he's
you. It's
yeah,
just
but like
people when they're
he's not
doing
some
their
elite
thing.
quarterback like
If you're
people
going to
think he
put
is.
Lamar way up here, like
Well, Tua was
you,
drafted first,
Tua
so
should
it's not
Tua
like
should
he
be.
should, or was he second draft that year? He was
Well,
second.
that don't matter. Tua and Lamar are different draft classes, man.
Yeah, I know, but positioning they're
But
pretty much the
the
same.
comparison is going to be Lamar Jackson with Tua, and they don't even run the same
I think the
scheme.
defense looks a little
But
bit weaker than they were last
Tua,
year, but I think, dang man, Tua and his
Tua
wide
looked good.
receivers are connecting on a whole new
No,
level that we
look,
didn't
and I
expect.
think I'm not. Of course, I'm not a Miami fan, and look, I am not an Alabama fan either. Okay, I am not. So I'm Miami. Boom.
No, that's
Um,
true.
but these quarterbacks for Alabama coming into the NFL. No, I am telling you 100% they are prepared for the NFL because you can criticize Jones and Tua and what's uh, it was either Fields or Hurts that was in Alabama for a little while. But
Yeah, man.
Nick Saban, you can say what you want to say him about an NFL coach, but this guy has his players 100% prepared for the NFL, and it's all on them. Mac Jones has an extreme amount of talent. He will be good. How long it takes, who can say? That's why we do debate shows and talk about it because we can discuss it to the same way. And um, I'm guaranteeing you the kid that's behind center for Alabama right now, he's going to be the most sought after quarterback coming into the NFL draft. The kid looks legit. They're prepared because Nick Saban can prepare them for the NFL, and then it's all on that club developing. And I'm telling you, Tua looks good. He had an amazing week.
He did have a good week. He's not winning a Super Bowl though, man. He
But we're not even talking about
he's
it.
not no he
What do you
isn't a
think
Ray
about this?
Finkel. He isn't a Ray Finkel.
Was Tua your player of the week?
Play of the week.
Just a yes or no.
No.
Don't spoiler
James
alert.
Robinson.
Oh, you spoiler alert. Okay. Tua's good.
No. But Tua was very
Miami
well.
fifth. Herbert next. Herbert's better than Tua, if that's what that is. Okay, yeah. Herbert's better than Tua. Right now. Right now. Tua can be better than Herbert. He can. And he is. Tua's well prepared. And Hill and Waddle, dominant, yes. Tua did turn it up,
He
and
did.
the
He was
props
a much
go to
better
Tua.
quarterback than I've seen him.
Oh no, dude,
I mean,
Tua looked amazing.
yesterday's game made me think, man, maybe this guy can put on a show.
No, he
Or
can,
today's
and
Wednesday, so Sunday's game
right, no,
made me
and
think.
it's just because the only reason because you got Mac Jones here, and then you got Tua. So that's that Miami New England battle.
I mean,
Freaking
they could pull off
amazing.
the
What
second, maybe like a
separates it to
wild
me is
card
the
spot.
coach,
But
though.
I mean, the Bills are going to take
Oh,
the
and
division
he
for
says
sure.
it here. Bills
Oh, we talked
defense
about the
though,
Bills. I got to
and
post it real
yeah,
quick.
yeah. So
No, you're good, man. Like the
no,
Bills are good.
the Bills,
I mean, but the Finns really are. I mean, outstanding. I think
dude.
I liked their defense last year. I was really impressed. I was not impressed with Tua last year. This year with Hill, and I mean Waddle was good last year, but like coming out and having those different key
Yeah,
players to pass the ball around to, I think that really does.
no,
And
I
really,
think Tua looks
if you have
good.
veteran skilled wide receivers, that makes you a better quarterback as well too. These guys are telling you we're going to be here. All you need to do, and not saying it's harder than me just saying throw right here,
No, exactly.
it is. I'm
It
not trying
is.
to take anything away about that, but like having these people, these veteran
Right.
players around you, really does make you a better player in
Yeah,
the long
because
run.
and here's the thing though, I am gonna say this. With all this, I'd put my bank behind it. Mac Jones is the better quarterback than Tua.
I would say that at the end of last year, but I don't know, man. Right now, it would be a hard bet for me to put that on.
It's just all of a sudden now the only difference is we put Hill on Miami, and now all of a sudden Tua's the better quarterback than Mac.
Not necessarily. It's about
Yes,
having a
yes, that's all it is.
no. He's had a whole nother year to advance. People have great freshman years, and we've seen him sophomore slump time and time and
Oh
time
yeah,
again.
no, Mac Jones plays for the Patriots. I am not a willing participant in talking about Mac Jones being a good quarterback.
And I don't think Mac Jones is not Tom Brady. I mean, I know we kind of
Nobody,
so like you're gonna need to get a running back in there.
no. Well, they have a running back, but anyway, we're getting
Not
off
necessarily. They have
games.
three running backs to
Back to
shuffle
games.
through.
Back to games. Uh,
Don't want to talk
Jets,
about the Patriots. Fuck
Jets,
that.
Cleveland. This was
You hate talking about the Patriots.
oh
Like
I
it's
can't
been stuck in your mind for so long to F the Patriots, so like you can't stand talking
no
about the Patriots on the show.
no yeah,
You can't. We every time we talk about them, you're like, nah, next subject.
yeah they have a good running back and
Uh
their quarterback's good.
Jets Browns, man.
Come on.
Browns gave this game away. Jets.
Oh, dude,
It's not
they
like the
totally
Jets look
did.
like beast mode on it, but the
No, I thought their offense looked good.
not great. They look decent, but
Whoa,
it's the Browns.
I didn't say great, bro.
So
I said they look good. The first half, I thought
Chubb was running
the
the ball
first half looked
fairly
really good.
efficiently. And then they came back. I think that has to do with their defense and the lack of wide receivers, time and time again with the
This
Browns.
may this not that one, this one. This may be the best ever message sent
No, it's not. It's not.
on
It's not.
anything.
I love you guys both. I respect both of y'all's opinions, but the truth is y'all have a biased opinion about the Pats.
I don't think it's
Tom Brady's
biased.
gone, guys. Tom Brady's gone.
Right.
All right?
It was never about Tom Brady, dude. We hated
Totally
the
was.
Pats. We hated the Pats
Because
before
Tom Brady was preventing you guys from
No, he
moving
made it
anyway.
worse.
Look at
No,
the
Tom
Bills were
Brady just made
trash
it worse.
and the Finns
No,
were
dude.
trash that whole time that Tom Brady ran
Oh,
that division. I'm sorry, that's the
alright.
truth. That's
The
it.
Jets 31 over Cleveland
But I'm
30.
glad you guys are doing so well now.
Cleveland did throw this game away.
They
They
did.
did.
They did.
I thought the game was incredible.
I mean,
It
Chubb
was.
was running the ball up and down the field.
It seemed like
And
both
they
offensive
just
units were pretty effective.
the Browns don't have a wide
Um,
receiver, any kind of wide receiving game. Not that the quarterback is like beast mode or anything, but
I would just say this: Chubb is
he's the man, bro. I
he's
love that guy, man.
easy
I'm
top
telling
5
you.
running back. Easy top 5 running back. I got friends, so people don't get mad because I'm about to say this. I got friends that's trying to tell me Chubb is not an elite running back.
Well, if they're in our what's up app, what's up, you guys? I'll fly to New England. I'll fly to England
No,
or
I know.
Ireland. What's up?
No, it's not.
No, I
It's
was
not.
playing.
Not that.
No, man, he is
Oh,
good.
he's so good.
He's so good. He
He's so
really is.
good.
I mean,
But what do
unfortunately,
you
he's
have any
gonna.
takeaway? Do you have any takeaway from this Jet Cleveland game? Does this mean anything for either one, or was this, of course, two bad teams playing each
I
other?
think
It's
this
going to
is
be a
Flacco
really
just
good
feeling good
game.
about himself. I think that the Browns are going to struggle. We thought that though. I mean, this isn't going to be the Browns' year. The Browns are going to have a better year next year. Unfortunately, that he who should not be named will be their quarterback next year, and they will do better next year. They need some wide receivers. If they can get one good wide receiver and one middle range wide receiver, they will do solid next year. Unfortunately, it's not going to happen this year.
Right. So this game really
It's
meant
not like it
nothing.
showed an extreme amount of growth for the Jets either. I mean,
Okay.
literally, Flacco is throwing the ball for you.
Yeah.
If you're relying on the
We had
quarterback,
we had
just like
Cleveland as trash, and you barely
we
beat them.
didn't have Cleveland as trash,
No.
but
Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me rephrase that. I had Cleveland as trash.
they definitely have their running backs are honestly, I think, a 1-2 tandem that can't be messed with in the league. If they had
Right.
everybody else was good, Cleveland would roll over most teams. But they don't, and that's just how it goes. Fortunately, with the Jets, they did draft very well, but just it's going
I
to
think
take.
they have promise. It's just right.
It's not going to be this year.
Trust the process. It's aggravating to fans. Washington 27, Detroit 36. Am I
Man,
wrong to be impressed with Detroit?
no, I think Detroit. I mean, as
It,
golf as
it
your quarterback, and you got Swift and St. Brown doing as well as they are. Imagine if you have a quarterback better than golf. I mean, I feel bad for McLaurin. Is what I feel bad for. I mean, because Gibson was like sort of coming on this week, and not that he was a bad running back, but he failed to solidify himself as a starting run, like not starting, but like a solid running back at the beginning of last season, and then he
right.
started to come on at the end of the season. So you would think that the beginning of this season he should come on, and I know it's only the second game, but he seems a little weak to me.
Yeah, and this
McLaurin
this
and
is
Logan.
crazy. 71
I
points so
know
far for the Lions, dude. Like
those. Like
they have two games, and you're
if Swift could throw the
they're
ball to St. Brown, then they can just use golf as a ball holder whenever they're just doing running plays, and then they'll be unstoppable. But no, man, like I never thought the Lions would be as good as they are this soon. I mean,
right.
don't get me wrong, because I'm a Lions fan from way back, like Stafford, Megatron. That's when we started fantasy. Those were my
No, yeah.
guys, and I've always said that the Lions do really well during the holiday seasons. Um, it's just great to see that they're doing well. I think that it's going to be a little second until they really. It's hard saying they put in work because they're putting in work, but golf isn't the answer. I mean, they're going to run hard, but it takes more than just two players to win a Super Bowl.
Yeah, it does. All
Yeah.
right. Real quick. Um, talk for a minute. Um, I have to run off for a quick second. Um, but talk for to me a minute. Talk about this Jacksonville Indy for a second. I'm gonna be right back, but just talk about that. And I know ups on some Jacksonville like players and
That's
stuff like
mostly what
that,
I'm going to
right?
be talking
But
about.
this focus has got to be on this indie goose egg.
It's
But um, go on, uh, talk about this for our viewers here for a second. I'm gonna be right back, but let's get an insight to Donnie, this Jacksonville versus Indy.
So Jacksonville, Indy. We all know Indy should have won that game, but the truth is, I'm ecstatic. Let's not get wrong. I'm ecstatic about the fact that James Robinson killed it this game. I mean, I think he's going to be. I think after this next year, if they don't re-sign him because of that 1 year extra, I think he can go on to be go on to a better team and really put in some work. Uh, I really thought that Indy should have done a lot better, but I think Indy's going to struggle. See, they put a lot of effort in for the running backs. Pittman's going off. The offensive line is doing very good, but what they don't have is a solid running back. 3 years in a row, they put in veteran running back. Wide receivers. Quarterbacks. You're talking about Philly Ribs. Don't get me wrong. I love that guy. He is one of my favorite quarterbacks. Then you got Wentz, who was not that good. And now you're looking at this. Sorry, my phone was going off. You're just looking at this guy that's coming in. I don't believe in the cat. I just think that you need to get somebody better. I think with Indy is they're going to win and not get a chance to really draft very high. You're going to go with these guys who, Matt Ryan is not the guy you need to go with. The first game, you're coming into it and you're thinking, okay, it's going to be semi-decent because of that. But that's not the case. I think the case is this is a flop on Indy's account. This is not I'm not taking anything away from the Jags because I think the Jags really, I think maybe it says more about me not respecting Lawrence as much as I should, is really, I think, what it comes down to. Because, the Jags have been in this period of repeat. Blake Bortles.
Blake Bortles.
You know what I'm saying?
Whoa,
they went through that same period of
Right.
retrying these quarterbacks that again and again and again were trying to get them into a situation. And now Lawrence has moved to a situation where he could potentially move the Jags to a place. I'm not saying winning their division by any means, but definitely putting them in a situation where they get their name recognized. And I really believe in Robinson. I really do. I like that cat. I really do.
Dude, Robinson,
I think he is
Robinson's
a solid running back.
Good running back.
He had an injury last year, and he came back strong. And
you've been on him,
so I do believe in him, man. And I feel bad because I really, really I believed in Indy more.
Yeah,
as the whole team. But I think their weak spot, like I was telling them before you got in here, is their quarterbacks. I think that they've been trying at these veteran quarterbacks. They've been running through them, and that's their problem.
But so you're telling for Jacksonville?
Yeah, Matt Ryan's not your answer. You need to improve your defense.
Oh, Indy, not Jacksonville.
Yeah, but I think
Matt Ryan's not here to be the new quarterback.
Yeah, but you had Philly Ribs, and then you had Wentz, and then you had. But you're having three veteran.
You got to find
quarterbacks
time and time
again. So what are you gonna do?
You got to keep on looking for your quarterback, and you're going to go through this until you find your quarterback. They thought they had the quarterback.
Yeah, but they keep thinking they're going to have their quarterback.
Well, no, not really. No, they didn't. But they do need to find their quarterback. But yeah, I think this Jacksonville Indy, I think this throws up more. This is about Indy than about Jacksonville.
That's what I'm saying. I think it has more to do with Indy not being able to. The thing is, man,
we're saying Jacksonville's better than Indy.
Running backs, but running backs can't be the quintessential part of your team. We've seen it with Derrick Henry. I drafted Jonathan Taylor in both leagues.
They're going to draft one. Colts, who's the quarterback they're going to draft?
I mean, I can't say the Colts are going to finish too high.
Bama's quarterback? Bryce Young.
They're not going to draft. They're not going to be able to draft that guy. They're going to
The way
finish
they're
too
going,
high. They're going
Indiana,
to finish too high.
the Colts are going to be able to draft Bryce Young with the rate
You're
they're
not getting
going.
the first or second. Really? Look it, man. This is what's gonna happen. You're gonna falter, but you're not gonna be able to falter too much. So you're gonna win a couple. You're gonna win more games than you need to win to get a good pick. You're gonna end up picking somebody up like a Lamar Jackson. You're gonna end up picking
How
somebody.
you're going to pick up a Lamar Jackson?
Do you think he's gonna?
Baltimore's
Okay, he got the. I'm just
Lamar
saying,
Jackson's
man.
not going anywhere.
I thought he didn't sign. Or was
He
that who
didn't
did sign?
sign. You act like this contract ain't going to get worked out.
You say that all the
Hold on,
time.
I say that all
It
the time.
doesn't. It's
But
not
it
going to
is
get
gonna
worked out until it gets
It
worked
is
out.
going to get worked out, man. That's a different show. We're wrapping up week 2.
All right, peace out, yo.
Yeah.
Peace out.
No. Oh man. Yeah.
The truth is, man, Indy's not going to get any better than throwing the ball and unless they get an outstanding defense, which they've already put too much into an emphasis into their offense. So that's not going to happen. They need somebody who can throw the ball to mix it up because Pittman Jr. is only going to stay there so long. He's a good wide receiver. Somebody's going to pay him if they can't
I'm a
keep
fan
him.
of Pittman Jr., man.
And
I'm
Indy has struggled. I mean, because we all thought, really, Indy struggled since Peyton Manning days. But then we thought, Andrew Luck was going to come around and be their savior.
Dude.
That didn't happen. You're talking about Indy fans booing this dude off his last game. The last game he ever threw for them, they're booing him up. So Indy doesn't care. Indy showed me that they did not, that the team organization does not care about creating an environment that cultivates winners.
Yeah, they just want people that can win. You're in a position where you're looking for the next quarterback, and you have a fan base that is restless.
And that was how many years ago? That was like 6-7 years ago.
So, which is why I applaud him. Going out and grabbing a Matt Ryan was the correct move. You can't put a young kid in front of that fan base.
Yeah. Right.
Because of what you just said. Like, Andrew Luck was booed off the field. And you want some rookie now to come in and take the job? No, let's go find us a veteran.
And that's what sucks, because really, Philip Rivers really got him pretty close. Wentz, I never believed in Wentz. I think they went up, they were almost the top of the hill, and then they went down. Right. Well, Matt Ryan, maybe. I don't really believe in Matt Ryan, truthfully.
Well, no, it's not that, but the floor. The floor.
Those guys, Ryan. I think that
because, like you said,
Philly Rivers is different, but Matt Ryan, I don't think he's gonna ever propel a team towards. He had his chance a couple years ago.
He did, and he blew it.
That's all I can say about that.
You can say
I can say a whole bunch of other stuff, but we're just gonna say he blew it.
No, but you can say the defense blew it. But if Matt Ryan kept on putting points on the board, they would have been.
At the same time, they ran different schemes, right? For some reason, which. I don't. It's not my place to say.
We blame the coaching, or we blame Matt Ryan.
I blame the coaching on that situation.
All right, Tampa Bay 20, New Orleans 10. I still don't think Tampa Bay looks great, man.
Not great.
I don't.
Tom Brady looked pissed off. New Orleans and Tampa are always in a fight. Lattimore and Mike Evans fight.
Oh, man. That was come on, guys.
The Bucs aren't going to win the Super Bowl. I really think Tom Brady should have retired after his last Super Bowl win. He really should have. could have rode off in the sunset as a G, but now he's kind of looking like he's just trying to hold on to any kind of thing, you know.
Yeah,
And unfortunately, I mean, I can't tell a person what to do, and I don't know.
it's the thing that's always saved Tom Brady,
But
either
at the
the
same
defense or
time,
the
you've
kickers.
seen that with major quarterbacks keep playing until basically they just are washouts.
Well, as long as people offer him money,
Yeah, but at the same time, Tom Brady doesn't have to worry about money. What he has to worry about is some
Ju-
other stuff that we're not going to get into on the show.
and which is
But
why he shouldn't even be playing. But
but
I'm not Tom Brady.
the Bucks didn't look very well. The Saints looked
I don't
more
know.
like
All I'm gonna say is if Renee told me that, hey,
yo.
you
I'm
should
gonna
stop playing
hey. We've been
football
married for 20 years, so if you don't
and
stop playing,
and just spend time at home with the kids and raise your kids like a father
and not even that,
would.
I'm a millionaire because of all my other stuff. So we're not having to worry about money. Period.
So it's not about money 100%. So this is obviously some
No, it
sort of
has him
personal
having to every. It's
internal
his
issue.
ego
Yeah.
or stuff we don't even know about, which I don't. I'm not trying to diss a dude
No,
about his marriage. That's
I mean
it.
I am.
I'm not. I don't want to talk about it truthfully. Um,
I don't
I
like
just
how
think that it's none
we
of our business.
we
A
throw.
marriage between two people is none of our business on this show.
Hey,
Uh,
my fan
so
base
I think
throws
that the
marital
Saints
at
look
Tom
like.
Brady when he comes to Buffalo.
I think that the Saints just kind of looked like they were struggling. That's just what it looked like. Is they
Yeah.
were struggling.
What do you think about the Giants, man?
I don't
They
think they're
only
going to be
beat
as bad as
Carolina
they
by
I thought they
3.
were going to be, but at the same time, I feel stupid for not drafting Saquon Barkley, so I'm not going to say too much about it. But man, dude, I think they're going to come on a little bit more than I thought, and that's great for them. I still don't think Daniel Jones is your answer, but maybe Saquon Barkley, maybe he is your running back. Maybe the Giants knew more than me.
No,
Uh,
even
Definitely, they
I
did.
always
I mean,
hinted
you
that
did.
this
You were always a
upcoming
Saquon
year had
Barkley
more
fan.
to do
I just,
about Daniel Jones than it does Saquon Barkley.
I definitely think if something happens based
It's
on what we've
Daniel
seen the
Jones.
last 2 weeks, Daniel Jones will be leaving. But
Yeah.
we'll see. But
But that's
Saquon
not
looks,
what we're talking about.
he looks way better than he even did at the beginning of his freshman year.
Dude, Saquon looked
Uh,
good, man.
he did. He did.
It,
So I just, they don't have any wide receivers. They don't really have a tight end. They don't really have
yeah.
an offensive line or a defense. So
No.
basically, they have no team besides Saquon Barkley right now. Unfortunately, I mean they got a slight offensive line. I'm not
It,
hating on those guys, but no defense for sure.
and nothing to make you even try to change your mind that you
The
think
only thing
they
I'd
could
say
give
about the
Dallas
Giants is
a
have you
run next
seen
year.
the Eli Manning uh, videos right now where he's going in and doing like the college?
Oh,
Have
right. Yeah.
you seen those?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm like that's pretty much the only thing I have to talk about the Giants right now. Chad, he's got like the full on like flowing hair.
All
Just
right.
throwing bombs to these dudes, and the dude's like, I got like 30 plus. But no,
New
man,
England 17, Pittsburgh 14.
I
Uh,
think Pittsburgh. It really just shows how good Pittsburgh
I
potentially
think
could be.
Pittsburgh looked better.
They barely lost to. I mean, that's almost what we're getting with Big Ben as far as the Pats score. It's not
Your
Tom Brady.
boss is like Giants, maybe keep it going. That's what we want to just. We want to see that Giants. You want to keep it going, man.
I think that
Keep it going, Giants. We
I
may
think the
believe.
Steelers are pretty good.
I took nothing. I don't think I really took anything away from Pittsburgh in this game. Um, I think if I New England won this game because of Mac Jones. Yeah, he made good throws.
I honestly thought
He,
the Steelers were going to get crushed this year, but the last two games really showed me that even
dude,
even with Trubisky, they're moving
they're
the
not
ball fairly well, man.
trash. No, dude, Trubisky has not looked. He hasn't looked bad.
He's
Dude,
not Big
I
Ben,
watched
but
the
like,
coach. I watched the coach's film for both these games, dude. And
he
maybe
looks
somebody
good.
else can go in and watch it and tell me I'm wrong. But like, I haven't really found anything to where I can go, oh yeah, Trubisky's the issue here.
I don't think
Like,
it is. I think it's they're going through a growing phase, but they are executing the growing phase. If I can
I
say that,
no
like
no no, you're right.
the
It's
Steelers look
execute the play. If you
fairly
get
fairly
beat,
good, man.
yeah, because I can
But that has
tell
to do
if
with
you
coaching. Mike Tomlin and that whole organization
right.
are a
And
have
and
very strong
nobody's
work
flipping
ethics,
out.
and they definitely know how to maintain a certain level of
Right.
players.
And nobody's flipping out. So what that tells me, even the guys that are getting beat are they're not getting beat because they're going in with wrong technique. They're doing everything right. The other people are just better.
And the
And
Bill, I mean the
that's
Patriots really, I don't think are a
they're not
better
that much
team.
better.
I really don't. I think they
Mac
have
Jones is a
more.
better quarterback
I
than
think
Mitch
they have.
Trubisky.
Yes, I
And the
will say this.
defenses
Yes,
are on par.
but that team has had a year plus to establish themselves together, and they still only won by 3 points by a field goal.
No, that's what I'm saying. I think this is good for Pittsburgh.
I think this is great for Pittsburgh.
Even at home.
I mean, Trubisky's not going to be your answer,
No,
but
they
Trubisky will
didn't
get
get
you
him
through this
to
year.
be the answer, though. That's the other thing. They didn't get him to be the answer. So
They didn't.
if you're thinking, if you're
They
judging,
questioned it. They were kind of like, this could
no, it
like
can't.
just like
No,
the
it can't.
CO, not the whole could,
Right.
but just like the cut
Um,
be the answer.
Rams
But
31 over Atlanta 27.
I think that
I thought this was a well-controlled game by the Rams. It just looked closer in the end because of garbage time.
I don't care what you say. The Rams look like I'm not gonna say trash, but definitely not
They
as
don't
strong.
look like
They don't look
trash.
as strong as they did last year, and that's
They're
all I can say about that.
Do you have? They're going to dominate Arizona next week.
You said that, but they lost to the Bills, which we can say the Bills are a
Oh
better
come
team.
on! Oh my
But then
goodness! Are you
Atlanta, you're
kidding
telling
me?
me you barely beat
They
Atlanta,
didn't
who
barely
we said
beat.
on this
They didn't
show was going to be the worst team in the
Atlanta.
league this year. You're telling me the team we said was going to be in the Super Bowl again, barely beat the worst team we said. Nah,
The game was a
they're
lot.
struggling,
The game looked a
struggling,
lot closer than it
struggling.
was.
I don't care what it seemed like. You should have blown that team out of the water.
And yeah, nobody's refuting that.
Okay.
It's just Atlanta garbage time made it closer.
I don't care about garbage time.
A lot of people do.
Well, I don't, but they care
What
what
do
a
you
lot of
think
people
about
think.
San Francisco
But what I
27?
think is that the Rams need to pick it up, or people are going to
Oh
start hating on the Rams like they did Kansas City last year.
no, you're right. You're right. You're right. I'm not saying there's no worries in the building, man. I'm not
You should have
saying
blown that
that.
team out. Bottom line, that's it.
Yeah, how many times have we said that before though, and it was no issue because this is a league of parity,
Atlanta was the
and
team that we thought
sometimes
was
it
going to
means
do the least
nothing.
best in the whole league multiple weeks in a row.
No,
You're
but
telling me they
sometimes none
beat
of
a
this
team that we
crap
thought
means
were going to be in the Super
nothing.
Bowl going back to back, literally back to back is what's been said on this show.
Yeah,
And then they barely beat the team we said we're going to be in
I think
last place.
I think we're focusing. We call this the league of parity anyway,
I think that
and a loss is a
I think
loss.
they have
There
a
are
little
no good
homerism based on
losses.
this. I don't think the Rams are going to do nearly as good as they did last year. They're not winning the Super Bowl again.
They may
And I'm going to
not.
say that right now. Yeah, I know.
That's who's winning the Super Bowl.
They have a way better chance. I really do think they
All
probably
right.
will win the Super Bowl this year.
Do you have any takeaway from the Niners versus Seattle?
No, Seattle sucks. 49ers, I mean, Seattle handled it. The 49ers handled it like I thought they would.
Right.
I did like
No.
that Christian McCaffrey finally got a runoff. 49 that was good to see. But other
What's
than that,
Christian McCaffrey have to do at the 49ers Seattle game?
oh yeah, you're right. He's on the Panthers. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Mitchell's big run would be the run you'd want to reference right now.
Yeah, well, just like
You got your notes
the
out of
Rams,
order.
I don't know what I'm doing this year. Um, oh no,
That
but
take's gonna bite you in the ass.
I meant Debo Samuel. I really did want to hint on the Christian McCaffrey, but he is on the Panthers. But I did see that Debo Samuel's had a fairly decent run.
Yeah.
And then
Well, you got distracted by the Saquon Barkley being better than you
I am
thought.
very
It made you
impressed with the
forget.
Saquon Barkley
It made you forget about the Christian McCaffrey
activity that's going on this
Yeah.
year. Nah, the 49ers crushed the Seahawks just like I thought they would, man.
Right. Dallas Cincinnati. This is
I'm annoyed at this game.
right. I don't think this tells me anything about Dallas. They have apparently beat a trash team by 3 points. No?
By 3 points? Because the Bengals are not a trash team.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Dallas is really good then.
No.
Oh. Oh, okay. So we're somewhere in the middle.
Seattle's having a little hiccups. No, just like they've not been doing nearly as good as we thought they were. I'm a little surprised. I thought Burrow was going to finish top 3 quarterback. The way it's moving right now, Chase is doing amazing, but that
oh my God, right? And Higgins.
But if your last name isn't Chase
healthy.
on the Bengals, you're not getting a lot of play, and you really are struggling. It's not your fault, but the whole team is struggling. The Cowboys, I always think, like I said, are a garbage team, and they will continue to be a garbage team for as long as they are the Cowboys. And that's unfortunate, and that's just because Jerry Jones steps back. They will definitely finally get to be something. But the way that the organization is not run correctly, they're relying on players that they drafted 7+ years ago to still be their starters. Pollard scoring touchdowns. For some reason, they still don't make him.
But that is Dallas living off the past. Then
that's what I'm saying constantly. I mean, Dallas fans still talk about the 90s like it was yesterday. But wake up, people. It's 30+ years ago now. 30 years ago, really. Like this year, 30 years since that all happened. And I'm sorry, we're not living there then. We're not living there now.
Well, no, they did win one Super Bowl real quick after the 2 Buffalo Bill defeat. They did win that.
Yeah, but it was all in the beginning of the 90s. It was like 92, 93, and then 95 or something like that.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, but still, come on. It's about to be 2023, people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You were good once, but so is every other team.
Right, yeah. Dallas Cowboys winning Super Bowls is in the same category of floppy disks in your computer.
Yeah. For real, though, right? Like, for real. And, like, dial-up internet. I can answer my phone and talk on the internet at the same time now, people. So, like... it's just shit, man. And the Bengals, I feel.
Oh my gosh, dude! The freaking Bengals.
I definitely thought they were going to be a lot better, man.
Dude. They might not.
It's kind of hurt my heart, truthfully.
They might not be good.
I thought this was going to be Were they going to make it back to the Super Bowl? I don't know, but I get it. I'm going to give them the 4 games, but statistically, if you don't win most of your first 5 games, you're not making it to the Super Bowl.
Oh, Judge is coming up to the plate. I know we're talking NFL, but this is home run number 61.
Did you see that the
61.
guy gave him his 60th
Oh,
home
heck
run
yeah,
ball?
dude.
Yeah, that
I
was
saw
really
he gave
cool.
it back to him. He didn't want
Yeah, that was really
nothing.
cool.
No, it's like this was his accomplishment. All I did was
Yeah.
catch a ball.
That's good on that dude, man. You don't meet a lot of
Hell yeah,
people
that's
that
good
like
on that
most
dude.
people would have pocketed that shit and try to get him to sign it.
Oh hell yeah, and
You know what
then
I'm saying?
sell it
He's
on
like, nah, dog, this
eBay.
is yours. Like, this is your accomplishment. I thought that was really cool.
Right. Arizona 29, the Raiders 23. Um,
Shit, man, that
the
sucks for
Raiders aren't as good as we thought they were going to be.
definitely not.
I- Is that what we take away from this? Or
Unfortunately, probably.
do you prop up Arizona any, or are we just bumming down the
I'm not,
Raiders?
but probably. I mean, should not be able to come back. It really shows that if the Raiders are good, if Oakland's
They
good,
walk
it's based
Judge.
on their offense. They definitely have not put any work into their defense. They let them come back, and I get it. But they intercepted a catch. They got a pick six on an interception, on a Derek Carr interception to win the game. So I can't blame it all on their defense. The truth is, they bought a bad A wide receiver and thought it was going to fix
Or
their team.
did they win because they followed the adage, put the ball in Derek Carr's hand, make him make a mistake, and you'll beat him? And that's the only
Happened
reason
was
why
that
Arizona won.
no, Arizona looked like they were struggling the whole game.
Yeah. And
They
they
did.
won because they just
I
said,
mean,
hey,
literally, Murray was on
Derek
his
Carr,
hands
you
and
beat
knees at
us.
the end, like going, "Woo, we won!" at the very end because he thought
Yeah.
that game was lost. Because
No,
it
yeah.
should have been lost.
They both got work to do. They really do.
That's it.
Chicago 10, Green Bay 27. This was a
I kind of thought that's how it happened. I'm still not impressed
preseason
with
game
Green Bay.
called. Yeah,
Still not. I'm not
this means
impressed with
nothing
either
for Green
team.
Bay. No.
I think that's,
As bad as we thought Chicago might be,
if
they might be
anything, it
worse.
says more like
They
we
might
thought
be
the
worse than
Vikings
we
were going to be
thought they
better
were.
than they really were.
Do what?
If anything, I think it says we thought the Vikings were going to be better than they really are.
We're about to get to Minnesota here in a second.
Because they
This
got
is
crushed.
for
What's up, Justin? I hope you're watching. Because you didn't say anything this week about it.
all
I
right.
know you're on
So
vacation, but still.
Chicago 10, Green Bay 27 really means nothing except for as bad as I thought Chicago was, they may be worse than I thought they were going to be.
It's Green Bay, man. But
And
at the same time, Green Bay
Green
hasn't
Bay
been
didn't
really good.
impress me. Green Bay did not impress me in
Oh,
this
they did
game.
not impress me
So
either. No, sir.
I can't take anything for Green Bay because I'm down on them. All right. And here we go. This will be contagious, but not. Minnesota 7, Philadelphia 24. Um, Philly, like, oh my goodness.
Dude, that was bad.
Philly, like,
I thought Philly was
Philly
going to be
looked
good this year,
good, but like Minnesota also looked bad.
they did. They would look like they were struggling.
Like most of the times, if you beat up on a team, I'm not going to give you much credit because I'm like, well, look at all the holes you're given and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
Like,
you're
you don't
right.
even have to try hard. But when you go back and you look at the game film and you see what Philly was doing, they were in control of that. They controlled and
They were
dictated.
really. They were. They were.
that game. It was a really, really good game plan that um either one just perfectly executed to destroy Minnesota,
Yeah.
or the alternative is okay, we were too hyped on Minnesota and they're
I
actually
was never
not
hyped
even
on
that
Minnesota,
good.
but
I know we tried to
I think
find wins for
Minnesota
them
got
and
a
we
little
couldn't
bit
even
of a
find
big head
wins.
because they beat Green Bay, who's just like the arch rival last week. But Green Bay
And
really
everybody
didn't
else
look
got it
good.
wrong.
And then Philly's always had a good defense, or try to. I think they really like try to cultivate their defenses and then work on their offenses later. I just feel like Miami looked like they were struggling. They didn't seem like they
Minnesota.
were getting. I mean, sorry, Minnesota didn't look like they were moving the ball as well. And the Eagles look like they're a team that they want to win.
Yeah.
Hurts wants to prove himself this year. That's what it comes
Yeah.
down to.
And I put stock on him. There, he was my fantasy quarterback.
Yeah, that's what you
This
want.
is a
That's what
big
you want to
year.
see,
This is a
Brit.
big year for him.
Yeah, you want
So
to see him beast it
yeah.
up.
Um. All right, we're on the clock here, man. So real quick, just off the top of your head, man. Um, Steelers Browns.
Steelers,
Texans Bears.
Texas.
All right, hold on. I like how I told you to be quick, but then I'm
I
like,
know. I
wait
was
a
like,
second.
I'm trying to go. I gotta go too. I gotta read some
Yeah,
chapters.
I know. I wanted to get my picks up here. Okay. We're gonna start all over. Okay.
Okay,
Ravens Patriots.
Ravens,
Raven. Okay. Bengals Jets.
Bengals,
Me too. Packers Bucks.
Bucks.
Okay.
I was hesitant on that one.
Lions Vikings.
Lions. I'd never
Oh, I got the Vikings here, brother.
Vikings.
Oh, okay. All right.
Lions. Yeah,
Um,
Lions.
you got the Lions. I'm taking the Vikings here.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on a second. Browns Bears. We'll get there. Oh, okay. Okay. Um, Texans Bears.
Texans.
Oh, I got the Bears. Niners Broncos.
Niners.
Yeah. Raiders Titans.
Raiders.
Yeah. Steelers Browns.
Steelers.
Yeah. Falcons Seahawks.
Falcons. Falcons.
Ooh, I took Seattle. Saints Panthers.
Saints.
Me too. This is what I'm having trouble. Cowboys Giants.
That one's gonna be Cowboys.
I'm taking. I want to go with the Cowboys, but I'm going with the Giants because I'm a hater. Eagles Washington.
It's gonna be Eagles.
Eagles.
Yeah.
Bills Dolphins.
Bills.
Chiefs Colts.
Chiefs.
Rams Cardinals.
Rams. It should be Rams.
Jags Chargers.
Chargers.
Me too. All right. Let's go here because
I
Mr.
gotta run,
Footmoss
Brad.
jumped in. That's what he was doing. He was predicting the
Yeah, he
games.
was predicting,
He's taking Browns and Bears,
but I
Ravens,
appreciate you guys. Thank you
Bengals.
very much. I gotta remember it.
Okay, buddy.
But thank you guys very much. I appreciate FTB Sports. Love you guys. I'll see y'all next week.
FTSN.
What?
FTSN.
Oh, sorry. Is it FTSN now? I apologize. I'm part of the old gang trying to get in the new
Habits.
gang.
Yeah.
FTSN. I appreciate you guys. Thank you very much. Appreciate y'all.
Vikings.
All right, Brit.
Donnie. Take care,
I'll
buddy.
talk to you in a little bit, man. Be safe. Peace.
Yes, sir. And then 49ers, Raiders, Browns, Seahawks, Panthers, Giants, Eagles. Sorry, you're going to get one wrong this week. Chiefs, Rams, and Chargers. Awesome. Everybody, thank you for joining us here tonight on Full Time Sport Network, Full Time Sport Network NFL. Present through the table. Uh, it was a pretty incredible week, man. I really enjoyed this week in the NFL coming up this upcoming week. There are games I know we kind of just ran through the predictions, so they look like nonchalant answers, but oh man, some of the games had difficulty um, picking who was going to win. But thank you for joining us. We'll see you next week for week 3. But y'all take care, and we will see y'all next week.